Yo, what's up, guys? It's Spicy Rich, or should I say Unc Rich? You already know what it is. Your uncle's back in it. We're gonna do a high ground retake tutorial today, and hopefully it'll be some stuff that you're not necessarily super familiar with. So yeah, let's get right into it. High ground retake number one is just gonna be something that a lot of you guys already know. If your opponent is above you to the right, just a super protective way to stop them from shooting you. It's just the wall, ramp, and I put a cone above just in case this person's falling right behind you or above you, they'll get caught by it. So again, you're gonna do ramp, wall, and a cone to add to the mix. Oops. So again, they're not gonna get any shots on you unless they come down and put a floor. So a floor is actually one of those things that a lot of people will start to do when they realize that they can't get a shot off on you. So when you're right here, you're gonna do the same thing, except you're gonna add a floor, alright? So you're just gonna do the same thing, edit, go through edit, floor, and then keep up with it, and then you can mix it up. Something super helpful is as you're side jumping, always put that cone above you because they're not going to be able to get that second shot on you. So side jump, cone, put the wall. Always put a wall above you when you're jumping too. I missed it this time, but it helps protect a lot. Okay, so part of what we looked at earlier was the protective high ground retake, where you got all your walls covered. So now we're going to look at how you can go out of that. As soon as they're over behind you or to the side, one thing that I like to do is edit out to the side right here. And like obviously, yeah, you can place walls right here, but what I usually do is just forget about this wall because the angle is so small for them to hit. I just put this cone here, wall. I'll jump to the side, do the same thing, and then from there I'll come out like that. So that is also another variation. Alright, so as you're going, you do the side jump like normal, but instead of landing on top of this, you're landing underneath so you can protect your back. And you're coming through, you're editing as soon as you do that. You're placing the protective walls, the cone, then you're placing a ramp, wall, ramp, floor, and you can edit out through these, and then keep going. Okay guys, so something that I see a lot whenever I'm build fighting, but also I do it myself, so like I can't really complain. Whenever you're building up and like you're doing this protective thing, if you build a ramp and a cone and you double edit, which I see a lot of people try to do, and then they like try to jump to the side or whatever, look at how much space that other person has to hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do that. So when you do that, a better thing to do is go like this. So now let's look what it looks like. So now, if you were to edit out to the side, there's no way they're gonna hit you. They don't have any angle. They would just shoot through that. So this is when you can go out to the side, put a ramp, cone, and then just do whatever you want from there. But again, those two, you don't want to edit both of those tiles on the top two. Side, cone, and then you can go however you want. This is going to be if your opponent is over this way. You're basically just going to build a cone floor. You're going to edit, put two walls. So to the side, you're going to put it above it. And then as you're jumping, you're going to put a cone above you and a floor above you. You're going to edit again, do the same thing. And then if you wanted to, you could keep going. Usually I just stop right there. So I'll do one. And keep going and doing whatever. But, okay guys, another high ground retake that's always overlooked is, as you're building and you do a side jump, is if you just immediately turn back around and place cones like this. and then jump up again. That will throw them off every single time. Whoops. Okay guys, so in this clip it's going to be something similar to both of the high ground retakes we just did. You're going to see how I use the protective high ground retake at the beginning, and then I turn it into that side jump that I just showed you. Turn around, use the cone, coned him, put him in a blender. Alright, and then I had the easy kill from there. Alright guys, another one of my favorite things to use in build fights is if for some reason my opponent, or the guy that I'm fighting, I keep saying opponent, I need to quit saying that, it's so annoying. I'm such a boomer, bro. Alright, if the dude is over here and you're trying to block him off, like you know he's coming and you want to cuck him, you're going to want to like place these cones like this in this ramp and then keep going. Because look at what this does for the other guy. If he's building up or whatever, all these cones are right here, but by the time he's trying to build higher, you're already... So again, this cones so many people at the beginning of build fights. Look at that. Alright, so all you're going to do to do this, you're building up, you're literally going to spam the ramp, then you're going to spam cones as you go up. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to try to turbo build, right? And then you're like turbo building your floors while you're looking up, so you end up cucking yourself. So you just want to make it a quick little reaction. Anything that can, you know, spam block your opponent. And if you can't do that, just do ramps, because ramps will do the same thing, maybe to a lesser effect. But yeah, so just remember to spam ramps. I think in build fights, that's one of the most important things. Okay, in this clip, I noticed that he was already going to have a higher position than me. So I used those cones to kind of make him have to go that direction. And then I was able to get a double edit down on him. Okay, guys, another retake is to do basically an infinite cone retake. So I'm going to try to explain this to you guys as simply as possible. Instead of going with your normal ramp above you, you're going to place a cone. And you're going to do the same protective wall as you build the ramp and the cone, okay? And you're basically gonna go into a circle, right? So look at that. If you're watching from the outside perspective, you're just kind of like, what the heck is going on? There's like no way of hitting you, right? So again, as you're editing to the side, you're putting a cone this time, you're not putting a ramp. And you just spam it, and you can do the same thing either way. You know, it's just as protective. Alright guys, so I actually deleted a lot of my old clips, like I said a minute ago. This is just an example of what we were just talking about. I'm gonna slow down to like 50% speed, okay. So I was using that infinite recone retake real quick. Edit through, except I spammed walls right here. This is another way to kind of just, you know, take them off guard, come right back at them, edit it through, and got them. So I'll put it in real time. Okay, another high ground retake. I guess it's not even a high ground retake. I'm gonna go over this more in another video, but you know, as the other dude that you're fighting is above you, a good way to put them in a blender is do your little protective high ground retake where you box up all around you. And instead of going out to the left this time, we're just gonna be doing the same thing except jumping out this way towards them. And I swear 95% of the time, the dude will have been building up with a cone like this. So you'll cuck them, right? They'll be building up like that. And immediately what you want to do is, and then you can reset and get another shot and kill them. Works almost every time. Except they will be right here. shoot, and then reset. Shoot, reset. They will be right here. Box. Okay guys, so I actually deleted all my clips, and again, I just have to use one of my old videos. But I'm just going to show you an example of another time that I used this. So I edit it out, do my protective retake, edit to the side, noise right behind me, cone him. I should have put him in a box right here, I didn't. But ended up getting the kill. I'll do it at normal speed. Here we go. Okay, so this is another way. It's pretty much the exact same thing, except when you're coming out to the side, instead of just placing the cone to cone the guy, you can also add the walls right there, and then he's right here building up this way. So just another way to add protection if for some reason that cone doesn't get him. And Phase Martos is the exact same thing, except his variation is if he's building up, he does the double edit right here, the wall, he comes back around, puts the walls right here like this, and then cones. So if he's right here, that's how he would get him. And yeah, let's check out a clip. Variation of it. He does the double cone floor. It's this dude. Alright, so let's watch that in slow-mo. Alright. Floor cone. And he places both those walls, which I think is super protective. That's definitely something I think you should add on. Okay, so the next one is similar to the others, except earlier I told you guys never to double edit these because they can shoot you in the back. This is the one exception if they're like right behind you, right? One thing that I like to do is edit these, and immediately I'll like spam these cones, right? Should have been right there, but and these cones literally are just going to cuck them so hard. So you spam the cones, right? There's a wall right here, and then you'd edit out, and then come back around. So again, that's kind of how it should look like. Let's try it one more time. So look at all these cones everywhere they go. It's like if they're right here, they're gonna try to jump up. I'll have to come back around. So this one is similar to what Phase Sway did a while back, I think. It's just like a protective high ground retake, but instead of editing out and putting a wall here, you're just gonna do a high wall and a ramp right here. So again, you're just spamming the walls and then a ramp, and then you can do the same thing again. And all this is gonna do is just give you some space from the dude that you're fighting. And like right here, for example, you can just spam again until you know that you have height. But it just kind of throws them off. They don't really know what to expect. You can add a ramp in there, or a cone. And yeah. Alright guys, one thing I forgot to mention earlier is if you're doing this protective retake, right? One thing you can do to mix it up is grab this ramp right here, jump up, put this wall to make sure that this thing doesn't fall, this cone. You can do multiple if you want to make sure that they don't shoot you in any way. And then from there you can do it however you want. You can do the same thing with cones like this. Alright, the next thing is super high walls. Like anytime you're fighting someone, those high walls are going to keep you from getting shot. Just imagine like I just do this, right? My head's peeking out, my whole body is shown if he's like right above me. So a good way to stop that is just high. You can even put a cone there. It's a good thing to just practice all the time, because even then, like let's say he was right there, you could just look to the side and then cone him. So it's a pretty good strategy to use. Okay guys, so another thing is, let's say you're doing a normal build fight like this. If you want to throw them off, you're just gonna place this just like we did earlier. You're gonna do the ramp, cone, cone, except this time you're gonna edit this right here, this ramp, and you're gonna side jump back like this. Alright, so this automatically just gives you a different perspective. You can get a clean shot off. So again, if you're going up, another useful way to use cones and to, I guess, piece control your opponent is if you're building out, and let's say that you just edited this wall, this guy's gonna expect you to go right here, right? So let's say he's waiting for the right shot on you. If you're underneath him, you're right here, he's waiting to get that shot on you. Again, you can put 2 walls right here, but make sure to use those cones. And then as soon as you edit this cone, you're gonna put a wall so he can't get a shot off. And you're gonna shoot. Or if he's not in this spot right here, edit over, box him, shoot. Wars where I got cucked by myself, I guess, but he was above me, so I placed those cones to get the piece control on him and then put him in the box. Thought he was gonna be one over, but he wasn't. Okay guys, I think that's all I have. I thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, please like and subscribe. Show your boy some love. Just be cool to, I guess, have more people see this. So one last thing I want to leave you with is just mess around and creative. You know what I mean? Like, don't limit yourself to just one retake or whatever. Mess around, make some mistakes. And then once you get better at stuff, you'll learn what fits for you, I guess. And yeah, so I'll just show you for a second kind of like what I do if I'm warming up or messing around. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.